The Democrat Party is collapsing into violence and chaos, and the evidence is everywhere. Teachers celebrating assassination attempts while union bosses defend them. Governors burning taxpayer money on personal vendettas. Portland police standing down as Antifa assaults journalists in broad daylight. Nancy Pelosi physically flailing her arms when questioned about party leadership. This isn't normal political discord. This is a party that's in complete freefall. Stephen Miller, he said it plainly, Democrats openly aid, encourage, and foment violence. From coast to coast, the examples are mounting. The desperation palpable. The breakdown is accelerating. What you're about to witness is the real-time disintegration of a major political party. The footage, the tweets, the meltdowns, it's all here. So keep on watching. And while Democrats descend into chaos and violence, smart Americans are taking action to protect what matters most, their future. Just like you're watching your country unravel under radical leadership, you need to safeguard your health for the battles ahead. A meta-analysis of 23 controlled trials proved that collagen supplements deliver real results, improve skin hydration, elasticity, and reduce wrinkles. That's science, not politics. I trust Ageless Multi-Collagen because in these stressful times, we need every advantage. 5 types of premium collagen support your skin, joints, and bones. While Democrats destroy everything they touch, you can rebuild yourself from within. Get 51% off at healthwithgary.com. Includes free VIP health coaching, the 14 Foods for Amazing Skin ebook, 60-day guarantee, and free shipping. Don't let their chaos age you prematurely. Take control at healthwithgary.com. You'll find it linked down below. So, Nancy Pelosi melting down, Stephen Miller making the point. Here he is, Stephen Miller. The Democrat Party become the party that aids and encourages and foments violence.
The unspeakable. Well, the Democrat Party has become a party that openly aids and encourages and foments violence. You know, we all lived through the unspeakable tragedy of two nearly successful assassination attempts on President Trump. A bullet came within a centimeter of taking his life. We watched in agony and horror as a crazed left-wing terrorist murdered Charlie Kirk just while he's giving a speech, having a debate on a college campus. We watched the United Healthcare CEO get gunned down in cold blood. We saw just days ago a sniper try to take out ICE officers. And what do all of these killers and assassins have in common? They've been radicalized by Democrat Party rhetoric that describes anyone who doesn't share their warped, twisted worldview as fascists, worthy, by implication, of execution. They are using this language to mark people, to put a target on them. And then on top of all of that, what else do they do? When Antifa, when these left-wing terrorists attack our law enforcement, Democrat judges won't put them in jail. Democrat-led police departments refuse to arrest them. Democrat mayors and governors refuse to pursue them. So when violence is openly occurring against the targets that they have named and identified, they will not arrest the violent agitators. And that's why President Trump signed an executive order. It's called a National Security Presidential Memorandum, or NSPM. And that's when you change the formal national security policy of the country. And so President Trump issued an NSPM last week that for the first time ever establishes a national counterterrorism strategy to dismantle these radical left-wing terror groups, including but not limited to Antifa. President Trump's going to find the members, he's going to find the funders, he's going to find the violent terrorists, he's going to find everybody involved in these criminal conspiracies, and one by one, Sean, we're going to dismantle them. Well, the Democrat Party has become a party.
They are going to be dismantled. And speaking of terrorists, we covered Greta Thunberg yesterday. And apparently she's now connected to a Hamas-funded flotilla. Nicole writes, they're dumping plastic and trash straight into the ocean. This is Greta Thunberg's flotilla, proof she's been a complete scam with her climate change circus. This is why she switched to being a terrorist activist.
تفضل هذوما شنو بالضبط؟
هذه مساعدات إنسانية سنرميها في البحر في حالة احترازنا من طرف جنود الاحتلال الصهيوني. نتمنى إن شاء الله ستصل. هذه المساعدات متمثلة في حليب الأطفال وأدوية ومواد غذائية أساسية.
So throwing supposed humanitarian aid into the sea there. Here's an update. Just now confirmed Israeli commandos stopped and boarded the lead ship of the global Samud flotilla, the Alma. Its live stream was ended, and other ships received warnings from Israeli soldiers threatening arrest and confiscation of those ships. And here we have Randy Weingarten complaining about people getting teachers fired for their disgusting comments after Charlie Kirk's assassination. She says teachers just raised issues about what he had said. She said celebrating his murder is not cool. She needs to resign.
Fired these same people who basically said, "How dare you?" and tried to fire a whole bunch of teachers who just raised issues about what he had said, not celebrated his murder, which was, is not cool, but raised issues about what he said, tried to get them fired. These same people who basically said, "How dare you?" and tried to fire a whole bunch of teachers.
Randy Weingarten. Yeah. All those people should be fired. Speaking of getting fired, Governor Pritzker needs to get fired by the voters. Pritzker's obsession with Trump is so bad, he'll light your tax dollars on fire just to fight him. Illini Jen posting this. She writes, "You're a billionaire, JB. Use your own money."
Pritzker saying his legal team's ready.
Immediately go to court. We're prepared to do that. Believe me when I tell you that the law is on our side when it comes to keeping troops out of the city and out of the state.
Illinois Republicans say Pritzker's part of the problem.
We've seen these tensions rise here at home, driven at times by our very own governor, who just yesterday called agents jackbooted thugs. He went further, urging Illinoisans to fight with everything we have.
The call-up of 100 not considered large in Guard circles and could be mobilized fast.
Usually 48 to 96 hours for a full stand-up.
So you could conceivably have this in place next week if you put the pedal to the metal.
That would be correct.
Back to Governor Pritzker calling for President Trump to be removed from office. We just got a statement from the White House before we came on the air that says, among other things, quote, President Trump is deeply concerned with the safety and security of all Americans, including those in Chicago, and he's stepping in where J.B. Pritzker failed. That's the end of that quote.
And where did J.B. Pritzker fail? We played some of this footage last night. Do we have it here? I thought we had it. Maybe we don't. There was a massive helicopter raid that a helicopter, like 300 agents from multiple agencies stormed an apartment building with Black Hawk helicopters and snipers. And they were going after Trinidad Aragua, who had commandeered the vacant apartments in that building. Here's Nancy Pelosi, absolutely triggered when asked if AOC is taking over the Democrat Party.
And the rest of that.
There was a thought from the Republicans that AOC is directing this, and she said that senators are welcome to go to her office directly. Is she driving that?
Why are you saying such a ridiculous thing?
I'm just quoting what AOC said. She said go to her office directly. Do you think there's any credibility to that?
She's not directing this. She's wonderful. She's a real team player and the rest of that. You started by saying Republicans saying that she's directing this. She is not. Hakeem Jeffries is. And this takes a lot of experience, a lot of unity from the caucus in terms of the point of view. And that's what this is. She's an articulate spokesperson for her point of view, Hakeem Jeffries.
There was a thought from the Republicans
that days are numbered, and she knows she has no power. This is that footage I wanted to show you again. Dan Bongino posted it 24 hours ago. He says, "We're not slowing down." And this is the raid that took place in Chicago last night.
It's hard to see, but there's a helicopter right there on this building. And that helicopter has just inserted snipers for the protection of all these federal agents you can see entering the building. What they are after, 6 particular individuals associated with Trinidad Aragua. as well as drugs. The helicopter is now just taken off. This is really an unprecedented show of federal force. Almost 300 agents coming to get control of this building and the people inside. They detained about 24 people, searching only apartments where no rent was being paid. So far, we don't know if they got the high-value targets they've been tracking. One guy did display a Tren de Aragua tattoo. But the new detainees are being held and processed at this ICE facility in Broadview. It's hard to see, but...
And speaking of terrorists, Mandami decided to go on The View. And Joy Behar asks, Trump is attacking you as a communist. Are you? Well, here's his answer.
Let's quickly tick through all the things that Trump said about you, and let's get that out of the way, all right? Number one, he's attacking you as a communist. Are you?
No, I'm a democratic socialist. That means I believe in dignity for all people.
It means more than that.
Yeah, I think...
You're not a communist. I agree with that.
No, I'm not a communist. And I think, a lot of New Yorkers have asked me, what does it mean that you're a democratic socialist?
Yeah.
And I tell them to think about the words of Dr. King from decades ago. He said, call it democracy or call it democratic socialism. There has to be a better distribution of wealth for all of God's children in this country. And that's the heart of it.
Okay.
Distribution
Let's
of
quickly tick through all
wealth.
the things that Trump said about...
Yeah, New York's about to just be completely destroyed. And something else here. A suspect attempted to escape. Someone got chased down. Portland police officer attempted to detain the suspect, but completely failed. What is going on here?
I have the police guy following, so we're going to see if anything happens.
Chicago, New York, Portland, all collapsing. Here's the video.
Do not touch me! Yes, Jan Sport backpack.
Do not touch me.
That one.
Do not touch
Which one?
me.
Her.
Do not touch me. No, I'm not. I am not.
I just said that you are. Stop.
I'm underage. No, do not touch her. Do not touch her. Do not touch me. I am underage.
Wow. Portland PD just, don't touch me, they back off. And the person who was assaulted apparently is maintaining and tracking, following with the camera. Does Portland PD ever show up?
Gotta keep our eyes on them.
Oh, I love it. They're going to a protest. Looks like they're going to that ICE facility. Oh, man. Antifa just needs to get shut down. And Donald Trump is doing it. I mean, you just heard what Stephen Miller just said. Here's more from Mandami on Good Day New York. Asked if the mayoral candidate was pro-decriminalizing prostitution. After a word salad and Rosanna holding firm, Zoran Mandami admits he's in support of decriminalizing prostitution throughout New York City.
People who live and work about decriminalization of certain crimes, because I think another thing people are concerned about is because the Democrats, socialists are for decriminalizing prostitution. You have a bill in Albany that you're still supporting that would decriminalize prostitution. A lot of people are concerned, especially if you go to Queens, Roosevelt Avenue, the people who live and work around there who have to walk their kids past there are very concerned. Young kids are being prostituted on the streets there.
Oh, so that's where you get the prostitutes in New York. Who knew? They're advertising it, basically.
People are concerned where you stand on that. Where do you divorce yourself from the Democratic Socialists of America?
I can't believe you said
around
that.
there who have to walk their kids past there that you're still supporting that would decriminalize prostitution. A lot of people are concerned, especially if you go to Queens, Roosevelt Avenue, the people who live and work around there who have to walk their kids past there are very concerned. Young kids are being prostituted on the streets there. People are concerned where you stand on that. Where do you divorce yourself from the Democratic Socialists of America?
So the platform that I have is the one that is on my website, ZahranForNYC.com. Those are the things that I am running on. This is a coalition that includes organizations and individuals of a wide variety, all of whom are united on affordability.
Do you support decriminalizing prostitution?
Yes, right now what we see in this moment is we have an approach that is not putting safety first. What we saw with the previous mayoral administration was an end to the raids that we saw on sex workers, an end to prosecutions that were taking place of sex workers themselves. What we have to bring to City Hall is a focus on ending sex trafficking, on ensuring that there is no tolerance for violence against women, and also having safety at the cornerstone of all the policies that we pursue. And when
okay, so you're basically saying that this is going to end sex trafficking? Nice try, buddy. Because it's still going to happen whether you legalize prostitution or not. Wow. We want to make prostitution safe. What was that they used to say about abortion? Make it legal, safe, and rare, or something like that?
Look at the findings of whether it be the World Health Organizations or the United Nations Working Group on the Safety of Girls and Women, we find that decriminalization is one that actually provides the most safety for these sex workers.
A lot of people are concerned about decriminalization of certain crimes because I think...
Did you know that anytime these global summits take place, like whether it's World Economic Forum, the United Nations, like prostitution, like just skyrockets in those areas because of all of those diplomats. And looks like Moran Zandami wants to make it legal because he's going to try and end sex trafficking. But of course, it's going to lead to the demise of New York City, just like Portland and Chicago. If you got value from this report, tap subscribe. My final thought is next. Now, the Democrat Party has become a case study in political self-destruction. When your teachers celebrate violence, your governors waste millions on personal grudges, and your leaders physically lash out during simple questions, you've lost the plot. This isn't just bad politics, it's dangerous. Stephen Miller nailed it. They actively foment violence. From Antifa's protected status in Portland to union bosses defending assassination cheerleaders, the pattern's undeniable. They've traded governance for grievance, leadership for lunacy. While they spiral into chaos, hardworking Americans suffer. The shutdown proves it. They will destroy the country before admitting they're wrong. So the question is brutal, but it's necessary. Can the Democrat Party be saved? Or is it time for it to die? Drop a yes or no in the comments. Their violence and dysfunction threaten every American family. While they melt down, stand up. Check out our Next News merch and show you are part of the solution and not their problem.